and welcome to Reading to Learn Book Time, a K through lifelong learning reading opportunity. I'm Meg. I would say welcome back or thank you for your comments and thank you for subscribing, but this is my first YouTube video. I'll say that at the end. I want to share with you picture books. I want to share with you an opportunity of what we can learn through the picture book. There is a perception out there that picture books are for the very young, for toddlers, and that is true. They're excellent. But there are also great opportunities to learn for intermediate school age students, middle schoolers, and quick reads for wanting to know adults. My first YouTube video is taking place in the month of September, and each September 11, our country stops to remember, to take the time to remember if we can and learn if we need to about that tragic day that our country was attacked. And in honor and in recognition of 9/11, the first picture book I chose to share is called 14 Cows for America. It's a true story. It's a beautiful story, and I'd like to share that with you today. But first I want to say thank you for Peachtree Publishing for letting me share this book. The book was written by Carmen Agradidi. The illustrations are by Thomas Gonzalez. And they did this book in collaboration with Kamali Yenoma. He is a member of the Maasai tribe in Kenya, Africa. In the back of the book, Kamali writes a note, and I'd like to paraphrase his note with you before I begin reading the story. He grew up a very poor boy in the Maasai tribe, very poor. In fact, they could not afford a cow. A cow was a very special animal to have, as you could get so much from it, meat and milk and many foods to survive. So cows were special, but Kamali's family did not have one. The Maasai were known to be great warriors. They were also known to have a special place in their heart for the kindness of others. When Kamali grew up, he won a scholarship to study in the United States. So he went to New York City. He liked New York. He made many friends in America. He was there on that tragic day on 9/11. He wanted to help Americans, but he didn't know how. What could he do? So when he did travel back to Kenya, he talked to his elders and he told the stories of what that tragic day was like living in New York. They told Kamali to remember what his people taught him. To heal a sorrowing heart, give something that is special to you. The cow was very special to Kamali, something that he always wanted but could never have growing up. So he decided to save some money and buy a cow. And then he decided to offer that cow, to have it blessed in honor of America, for the Americans to heal. Soon 13 others from his tribe did the same thing. There's our title, 14 Cows for America. The day of the blessing was very special. In fact, the ambassador to Kenya, the United States ambassador and his wife, arrived in the village for the ceremony. On that day, 14 Cows for America were blessed. And since then, those cows have calved, and there are over 35 cows now. I hope you enjoy the story as I read to you 14 Cows for America. 14 Cows for America. 14 Cows for America, in collaboration with Wilson Kamali Nayoma, by Carmen Agradidi, illustrations by Thomas Gonzalez, Peachtree Publishing. The remote village waits for a story to be told. News travels slowly to this corner of Kenya. As Kamali nears his village, he watches a herd of bull giraffes cross the open grassland. He smiles. He has been away a long time. A girl sitting under a guava tree sees him first and cries out to the others. The children run to him with the speed and grace of cheetahs. He greets them with a gentle touch on the head, a warrior's blessing. The rest of the tribe soon surrounds Kameli. These are his people. These are the Maasai. Once they were feared warriors. Now they live peaceably as nomadic cattle herders. They treat their cows as kindly as they do their children. They sing to them. They give them names. They shelter the young ones in their homes. Without the herd, the tribe might starve. The Maasai, the cow is life. Supa, hello, Kameli hears again and again. Everyone wants to greet him. His eyes find his mother across the ingang, the ring of huts with their roots of sun-baked dung. She spreads her arms and calls to him. Akaiwa, welcome, my son. Kameli sighs. He is home. This is sweeter and sadder because he cannot stay. He must return to the faraway country where he is learning to be a doctor. He thinks of New York then. He remembers September. A child asks if he has brought any stories. Kameli nods. He has brought with him one story. It has burned a hole in his heart. But first he must speak with the elders. Later, in a tradition as old as the Maasai, the rest of the tribe gathers under an acacia tree to hear the story. There is a terrible stillness in the air as the tale unfolds. With growing disbelief, men, women, and children listen. Buildings so tall they can touch the sky? Fire so hot they can melt iron? Smoke and dust so thick they can block out the sun? The story ends. More than 3,000 souls are lost. A great silence falls over the Maasai. Kameli waits. He knows his people. They are fierce when provoked, but easily moved to kindness when they hear of suffering or injustice. At last an elder speaks. He is shaken, but above all, he is sad. What can we do for these poor people? Nearby, a cow lows. Heads turned toward the herd. To the Maasai, Kameli says softly, "The cow is life." Turning to the elders, Kameli offers his only cow, Incarus. He asks for their blessing. They give it gladly, but they want to offer something more. The tribe sends word to the United States Embassy in Nairobi. In response, the embassy sends a diplomat. His jeep jounces along the dusty, rugged roads. He is hot and tired. He thinks he is going to meet with Maasai elders. He cannot be more wrong. As the jeep nears the edge of the village, the man sits up. Clearly, this is no ordinary diplomatic visit. This is a ceremony. Hundreds of Maasai greet the American in full tribal splendor. At the sight of the brilliant blood-red tunics and spectacular beaded collars, he can only marvel. It is a day of sacred ritual. Young warriors dance, leaping into the air like fish from a stream. Women sing mournful songs. Children fill their bellies with milk. Speeches are exchanged. And now it is time. Kameli and his people gather on a sacred knoll, far from the village. The only sound is the gentle chiming of cowbells. The elders chant a blessing in Ma as the Maasai people of Kenya present. "14 cows for America." Because there is no nation so powerful it cannot be wounded, nor a people so small they cannot offer mighty comfort. And here is the note from Kameli. And that is the end of the story. And the pictures are so lovely. It makes us feel like we're right there in Kameli's village. They're so beautiful. And the cows, it's a symbol. Symbolism represents healing. We feel what Kameli wanted us to know, that to heal a sorrowing heart gives something that is dear to your own. What a beautiful message. I have here a globe in front of me. Here is the continent of Africa where our story takes place. This is approximately where Kenya is. And when Kameli was a teenager, he won that scholarship to study in America. And he flew here to New York City, about right there. And then when he went back is when he decided to share his day and what it was like living in New York on 9/11. I hope you liked my first YouTube video. I'll be back again with some other picture books that we can learn from. So please hit like, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate that. I'd love to read the comments, and subscribe. I'm Meg. Thank you for watching. Bye.